Hello folks, Parkera here and welcome back to the Wonderkiwi experiment. So, first things first, a disclaimer. I went to record episode 3, which would have shown them at probably age 21 yesterday, and realised that there had been a database issue and I had failed to unselect some of the databases for Super Leagues from other like fantasy games that I hadn't done. So I've had to restart this. So we now take them up at 18 years of age, both of them, and so it's 2020. So we will have a look at Jack first and then Oliver. First of all, you can see that Jack's still at Hawke's Bay. He's valued at 51k on a 55 per week contract. And then his mate Oliver, still with Team Wellington, valued at 53k and 55 per week. We can see there that looks like there's some things there for both of them. Looks like they're still listed as both hot prospects. So hopefully they've had a couple of seasons under their belt, or maybe 3. So let's have a look at there. We just have a look. It's fairly even amongst all the spread. Oliver leads in attacking and physical, where Jack leads slightly on vision, but everything else is uneven Stevens spread. So we go and have a look. We'll have a look-see at Jack first, shall we? So we'll see here his heading and marking are high rated, 14's tackling 11, so that's not the best there. Anticipation 12, decision making 14, and positioning 15. Some good physicals though, really. Physically, he's pretty up there. 14 for acceleration, agility 13, 14 natural fitness, and 12 for pace and strength. A few reds, mainly dribbling and finishing and technicals, so for a centre back, it's not really an issue. And flair and off the ball, not flair, determination off the ball in the red as well, so that could be quite an issue. And a lot of yellows, as you'll see. On this, the very high rated ones will be like a blue, so we haven't got any of those at the moment. We've seen his contract and everything else, so we just have a look at his career. So we'll see here that so when we first left him, 2017-18, he played 17 games for an average rating 6.75. That was league games. He played 30 non-competitive, but so that's quite a lot there. Next season, 18-19, he played 18 games there for 1 goal and a 6.62 rating. Fairly average, not too bad, I guess, for centre back. He may have played as a defensive midfielder. He can play that, so it will be interesting to see if he's done that at all. 2019-20, he hasn't played any games competitively in the league. Non-competitive 3, he did, and 2 internationals, so he has been capped at international level, 4 caps for New Zealand. Let's have a look at some of his injuries. If he's had minor, slight, and moderate, but nothing major. The longest he's been out so far is 3 weeks twice. That's okay. Milestones overall. Senior debut for Hawke's Bay in 2017 in the New Zealand Premiership. Named in the best seasonal best 11, 2018. 2018 he also got for Hawke's Bay his first senior goal, and 2019 he made his debut versus China for New Zealand, and he also broke the record for the youngest player to play in a match, and that was at the age of 16 for New Zealand. It's a pretty good 2019 there, and he also named in the Hawke's Bay seasonal best 11 again, and supporters player of the year 2018-19. And we'll see there for New Zealand under 23s, the winners of the Olympic Games Oceania qualifying. Not bad shout out. And 2020, the winners for New Zealand in the Oceanian Nations Cup. So he's picked up a bit of international silverware there. Not too shabby at all. Yeah, I guess you can't really complain about him. So that's pretty good to see. I want to just check here if we can see where he's been playing. Let's have a look. I think it's under form. Stats. I'm sure there is a way. Actually, while we're here, let's have a look at his dynamics. Contented to stay at the club. Contract wise, yeah, I mean, we've seen his contract, and no loan or transfer status is set. There is a way, and it's because I'm using a different skin to find out what positions he has been playing at. I guess it's only for the current season, which is nothing yet because it's still in the pre-season there. But that's Jack anyway. Not a bad shout out. Let's have a look at Oliver. So Oliver there, again, he plays in the same position. He is 13 for heading, 14 for tackling. Marking is at 11. Mentally, 14 to decisions and 14 for positioning. 4 for vision, but that's not too bad. Physically, he's pretty good too. Acceleration, 14. 13 for agility and pace, 12 for jumping release and strength. Natural fitness is 5, so he may lose pace and things like that early on or later on in his career, but quite early on. So it'll be interesting to see how he goes there. 5 caps for New Zealand as well. So let's have a look at his season caps. So 13 appearances, 2 goals, 1 assist, and 1 player of the match in his first season. 6.78 rating. So that's bloody good. Really good. We can also see the following season 8 appearances for a 6.55. So a drop off there. Again, no league appearances that year. 3 non-competitive and 3 internationals, but nothing league-wise, and I suspect this is an issue I ran into when I ran this database for my New Zealand to the World Series as North Shore United. This season somehow loses a whole season in the league, doesn't generate the fixtures. But we can look into that anyway. Milestones, entire career. So runners-up in 2017 for the New Zealand Charity Cup. It looks like he made the senior debut in the same match. First senior goal 2018 for Team Wellington, and he also won the premiership with Team Wellington in 2018. So the domestic honours there. Named in the best 11 for Team Wellington. Runners up in 2018 for the Charity Cup again. Made his international debut versus China, so that looks like it's the same game as his mate. Named also team level best 11. Winners of the Oceania Olympic Games qualifying section. Named in New Zealand best 11, and again winners in the Oceania Nations Cup. So it looks like him and his brother are established or have been playing in these games here for New Zealand. Let's have a quick nosy at New Zealand here. Currently ranked 130th. Let's see if we can see them in the senior squad. Not there. Under 23s, I'd probably expect to see. Yeah, so they're both there under 23, so that's pretty much where they've won it. And I guess they've just played the handful of games for New Zealand to win that Oceania Cup there. Not bad at all. Let's just go back if we can to Oliver. And yeah, contract is the same, and transfer. Interesting to see. Okay, folks, so we'll leave it there. I don't think there's much anything else to continue with. What are these? Yeah, so okay, he's on international. They're both on international duties and youth contracts. So they're only 18 years old. So it'll be interesting to see if they go kick on. So we'll leave it there, and I shall catch you back next time. Hopefully all things going well, and we will be back probably for the 21st and see how they've been kicking on. Catch you later.